Hello. In this module, we'll delve into the fascinating world of mindfulness and memory and how it supports the development of a healthy and positive growth mindset for overall success. Based on extensive research, we'll explore how mindfulness can enhance memory. Here, we will discover how mindfulness practices can sharpen your focus, improve learning, and boost academic performance. Its impact in learning and education, the benefits of mindfulness training, and practical exercises to strengthen your mindfulness skills. Imagine unlocking the full potential of your brain to absorb and retain information more effectively. We'll dive deep into how mindfulness training enhances attention during encoding, making it easier to recall information when you need it the most. But that's not all. You'll uncover myriad benefits of mindfulness training, from reducing stress and anxiety to enhancing overall well being. Mindfulness and memory. Imagine your brain like a sponge soaking up information. Mindfulness is like giving that sponge a good squeeze, helping it absorb even more. When you're mindful, you pay close attention to what's happening around you, which helps your brain remember things better. It's like taking a mental snapshot of a moment so you can remember it later. Let's say you're studying for a test or preparing for a presentation. When you're mindful, you're like a detective, paying close attention to every detail. This helps you encode information, that means register and hold on to information, into your brain more effectively. Like saving files on a computer. Later, when you need to remember something or for a test or a presentation, your brain can retrieve these files more easily because you paid attention when you were studying or preparing. Mindfulness and learning. Think of mindfulness as a mental workout for your brain. Just like lifting heavy weights makes your muscles stronger, practicing mindfulness exercises strengthens your attention skills. So instead of your mind wandering off during class, you can stay focused and absorb information like a sponge. Or this could be at workplace when you're sitting in a meeting and you have to listen to important information and updates, right? At that time, focus attention becomes really important. So what are some of the other benefits of mindfulness training? Well, picture this. You have a big presentation coming up. Instead of feeling nervous and scattered, you practice mindfulness beforehand. This helps you stay calm and focused during the presentation, like a superhero with laser sharp attention. Plus, afterward, you find that you remember key points better because you were fully present and engaged. So, what are a few things that you can do to really practice mindfulness? Well, there are some very simple exercises that you can incorporate into your daily routine very easily. Mindful breathing. Before you do this exercise, ask yourself, what is the quality of your breathing? The quality of breathing refers to how effectively and efficiently someone breathes. It encompasses factors such as the depth, the rhythm, and regularity of breaths, as well as whether breathing is smooth and controlled, or is it shallow and erratic. Quality breathing often involves taking slow, deep breaths from the diaphragm, which can help promote relaxation, reduce stress, and enhance oxygen intake. Take a few deep breaths each day to focus on your breath. Close your eyes and pay attention to the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. This simple practice helps anchor your attention in the present moment. How about we practice this together to get you started? So, I want you to find a comfortable seated or lying position. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, feeling your stomach expand. Hold the breath for a moment at the top. Exhale slowly and completely through your mouth, feeling your stomach contract. Pause briefly at the bottom of the exhale. Repeat this breathing pattern for several rounds, focusing on the sensation of your breath. Now do a few more rounds and notice how your body feels with each inhale and exhale. Allow your breath to naturally return to its regular rhythm. Take a moment to observe any changes in your body, mind, or emotions. When I started doing breathing exercises many years ago, I found some discernible changes in how I communicate, how I speak, how I relax, and it changed my persona completely. Of course, it's a practice, so feel free to adjust the pace and depth of your breaths to suit your comfort, but enjoy the sense of relaxation and calm that comes with guided breathing. And now, remember to always remain mindful of your breathing wherever you are. Moving on to the next practice, sensory awareness. Sensory awareness refers to the practice of consciously tuning into and experiencing the sensations that arise from the five senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. It involves being fully present and attentive to the stimuli in our environment without judgment or interpretation. Sensory awareness exercises often encourage individuals to explore their sensory experiences with curiosity and openness, enhancing their ability to engage with the present moment and deepen their connection to the world around them. For example, you could go for a sensory walk. Find a quiet outdoor space, such as a park or a garden. Take a slow walk. Focus your attention on each of your senses. Notice the colors and shapes you see, the sounds you hear, the textures you feel, the scents in the air, and any taste lingering in your mouth. Allow yourself to fully immerse in the sensory experience of the environment without getting caught up in thoughts or judgments. Well, yes, there will always be some chatter going on if you're not trained, but that's the whole idea of calling it a practice. With time, it keeps getting better and you start becoming more aware and more attentive. Similarly, you could also engage in mindful eating. For example, choose a small piece of food such as a raisin, a grape, a slice of apple, or it could even be your favorite cup of coffee. Hmm. Before eating, take a moment to observe the food with all your senses. Notice its color, texture, and shape. Inhale deeply to smell its aroma. When you're ready, place the food in your mouth and chew slowly. Well, if it's a sip of coffee, then savor the taste of coffee in your mouth, paying attention to the taste, texture, and sensation as you chew and swallow, or sip and swallow. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise without judgment and continue to eat or drink mindfully with each bite or step or each bite or sip. So basically, instead of rushing through your daily tasks, look for opportunity, take your time to notice the sights and sounds and smells and taste and textures around you. Engage all your senses and savor the experience to become more alive and present. Well, there's one more thing that you could do, right? Another thing that the world needs a lot of, and we need a lot of it as well. The next time you're in a conversation, practice mindful listening. Instead of just thinking about what you'll say next, focus all your attention on the speaker. Notice their tone of voice, their facial expressions, and body language. This strengthens your listening skills and deepen your connection with others. Yes, I know sometimes it can be hard, especially if it's not your favorite colleague or if it's a partner that you've been with for a very long time, right? But guess what makes life more meaningful and engaging and fun, what keeps the spark alive in relationships is when we are in a state of deep engagement and interest. That even with that colleague of yours that you might not be on very good terms with, just get curious, just listen to them deeply and see how it changes things around you. Mindful listening is the practice of fully engaging with the speaker and being present in the moment during conversation or interaction. Think about if someone else gives us that gift. How would you feel when somebody was listening to you deeply and was interested in what you had to say? It involves giving your full attention to the speaker without judgment, distractions, or interruptions. It is a skill and it needs to be developed. So, mindful listening requires being open minded, empathetic, and non reactive, allowing someone who's speaking to express themselves freely while you listen with genuine interest and understanding. Isn't that beautiful? Sometimes I practice listening to someone, especially when I'm distracted. I try to listen in and try to observe what's distracting me. Is there a pattern? Is there something that is there some kind of a learning that I can draw out from the times when I'm not listening mindfully, right? Again, these are practices. And when initially it might feel like you're making a difficult start, but when you start doing it more regularly, you'll see how things start changing. And what is wonderful is that you start seeing how people respond and react to you. I would love to hear about your experiences with this particular topic, specifically around mindful listening. Now, how does mindful listening help with developing a growth mindset? Well, in several ways. Mindful listening actually helps with openness to feedback. By practicing mindful listening, you become more receptive to feedback and constructive criticism. Instead of feeling defensive or discouraged by feedback, you approach it with curiosity and a willingness to learn and grow. This openness into feedback is a key aspect of growth mindset, as it enables you to see challenges and setbacks as opportunities for improvement rather than as personal failures. Empathy and understanding. Mindful listening cultivates empathy and understanding towards others' perspectives and experiences. When you listen mindfully, you make a conscious effort to see things from the speaker's point of view, fostering a deep sense of connection and rapport. This empathy fosters collaboration, mutual respect, and a supportive environment conducive to growth and development, both at workplace and also at our homes. Resilience and adaptability. Mindful listening helps develop resilience and adaptability in the face of challenges or obstacles. Today's lives are indeed full of challenges and obstacles. By staying present and engaged during difficult conversations or situations, we can learn to navigate uncertainty and discomfort with greater ease. This resilience enables you to bounce back from setbacks, learn from failures, and embrace new opportunities for growth with a positive attitude. Overall, mindful listening is a valuable skill that promotes a growth mindset by fostering openness, empathy, resilience, and willingness to learn and adapt in all aspects of life. I know that it's not always easy, and that's the reason I took a little longer explaining mindful listening and why it is important. But I have one more before we wrap up this module. So, last but not the least, reflection and gratitude. Gratitude is the quality of being thankful and appreciative for the blessings, benefits, and positive aspects of life. It involves acknowledging and recognizing the goodness in one's life, whether it be in the form of people, experiences, opportunities, or simple pleasures. Gratitude is not only about saying thank you, but also about cultivating a mindset of appreciation and abundance, even in the face of challenges or adversity. It can be expressed through words, actions, or thoughts, and has been linked to numerous physical and psychological and social benefits including improved mental well being, enhanced relationships, and increased resilience. It's never, ever too late to feel deep gratitude in every aspect or any aspect of our lives, no matter how difficult our circumstances, no matter how deep our grief. There is always, always something to be grateful for. Often it's easy to find gratitude, but we as humans are also susceptible of taking things for granted. Sometimes we also have to search, for things to be grateful for. By making it like a daily treasure hunt, you'll be amazed at the amount of goodness that exists around us. No, I'm not preaching, but the power of gratitude is so undermined and so taken for granted that we don't often want to even look in that direction. Well, here's the thing, when I'm feeling low or I'm not able to find things to be grateful for, because I have practiced this for a while, I briefly close my eyes and take a deep breath. And then I start with I open my eyes and look at my hands and begin with being thankful for each finger and reminding myself how grateful I am for this beautiful gift of hands, these beautiful fingers that allow me to get things done. But more importantly, that my hands, my fingers, they allow me to experience the sense of touch. Like those times when I hold my partner's hand or cup my children's beautiful faces. And then I'm reminded how grateful I am. Reminded how grateful I am for my eyes and the gift of eyesight that lets me see the beauty around and to be able to get by. Once you get yourself started, your mind will take over and take you into this amazing gratefulness journey. And soon you'll feel your own internal state shifting. There's just so many things that come flooding into your mind that you can be grateful for. So start with taking the first steps. Just one thing, maybe even if it's a strand of hair, or if it's your pinky finger, or if it's your nose, I don't know, you choose. So, to make this a habit, here's what I recommend. At the end of the day, of each day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. You could either just think it in your mind, or even better, write it down. The simple exercise shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present, cultivating a positive mindset and enhancing your overall well being. Remember, mindfulness is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. So, start small and gradually build up your mindfulness skills over time. You'll be amazed at the positive impact it has on your memory, your attention, your relationships, your mindset, and of course, your overall happiness. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.